Your home is perfectly charming.
I should warn you, Agatha has an absolute passion for anything having to do with the past.
You know, Vivian, if you listen to Margaret long enough, she'll convince you that I'm not exactly normal.
Oh, you know I'd never say anything like that. But Agatha is the only person I know who can make inanimate objects talk.
Make inanimate objects talk? What do you mean?
It's actually quite simple. Every object, animate or inanimate, has its own story. Its own history, in fact. Now, when a medium is present...
Agatha is a medium.
Yes, it's true. That's why I'm so attracted to all things. They have experienced so much. They tell me so much. Take, for example, that photograph over there.
Again. I'll try to finish this now if I can keep my head straight. Things are so screwed up around here, I can't believe
It's a picture of my husband's
It's like
father.
the whole family are strangers.
I never met him. This was his house.
I can't even talk to Donna anymore. At least Mom and Dad have gone to Vegas for the weekend, so I don't have to listen to them for a while. Karen was saying that I should go out with some other guys, but I don't know. I'm so mixed up. All I know is I need you so much right now. Seems like so long before I'll see you again. And I don't know if I can wait that long.
No, the Philippines come rolling in. And here we sit. Play for hours. No pills and no grass.
Oh, bummer.
Man, I could sure use a joint.
With all the grass they're carrying, I could see their shops playing trench over all points of the compass. We'll be lucky if those mothers show at all.
They'll show. The fiends don't use grass as a rule.
Out witch hunting again?
What up, bummer,
You've come to the
man?
wrong place.
Doesn't do but sit and watch crabs.
servants of the devil. Well, you found one. Me.
I got this lousy itch.
Now get
neck.
out.
Suck me. Knock it off. Got a big problem.
Like what?
Like no
Don't let
fear.
them bother you. Some men like a musical evening. Vile and his friends find their pleasure through burning innocent girls.
Innocent?
Bread?
You do not know the
bread,
meaning of
man.
the word.
Well, I know the meaning of the word intrusion. Do you?
You are arrogant, Count Karnstein, because you have the protection of the court, of the Emperor himself. But there is a higher authority.
Tell that to the Emperor.
God will have his revenge.
We're moving up the Rattler Ridge. That's where the bikers are.
Mind he doesn't have it on you.
We'll see you there.
Now get out!
We'll cool it, man. See you in about an hour.
Look at them. Gustav Weil and his brave band in search of women. Here. You can have Goethe if you like. If you want some excitement. You'll feel better then. You won't go around burning pretty girls.
Colonel, why do I have to wear this? What? I said, why do I have to wear this?
It's psychodrama, Major. Role playing. Standard tool of therapy. The inmates are playing the role of Allied prisoners of war, attempting to tunnel their way to freedom. We are their captors.
Bullshit! We're their prisoners. A bunch of yellow-bellied goofballs out there having a ball. Why should I help their fun? I'm not a psychiatrist. It's a goddamn chicken shit crazy idea.
Jesus Christ, man. Why don't you love somebody just a little? Why don't you help somebody? Help them. Help, for the love of Christ. You green-soaked caterpillar torturing bastard! You're gonna wear that uniform? Sleep in it? Bathe in it? Try to take it off and you'll die in it! Is that clear?
During the late 1920s and early 30s, we saw an era of feverish activity among the rocket experimenters. Almost every type of vehicle was adapted to rocket power.
The point is,
here is the first successful flight of a rocket-powered airplane.
See.
Rocket-powered autos were fast, but presented quite a
what's with the strip?
I mean, darling. When
There
I'm
were
mad, I
railroad
spend
rockets
money.
and nautical rockets.
So I went out and I bought myself something special. You do think it's
Some
sexy,
fired
don't
and
you?
some backfired.
Yes, Holly, it's sexy.
These early attempts met with varying degrees of success. Meanwhile, in Germany, a group of serious-minded engineers
Holly,
founded a new society for space
was it all his
travel
fault?
and succeeded in building
I
rockets which
suppose
finally
not.
reached an
And he is
altitude
a good
of
lover.
1/2 mile.
Yeah.
Soon after this, the German army established
told you
its
that.
own rocket program.
Was he turned on
The
too?
development of the first rocket missiles followed.
Suppose
This
so.
accelerated rocket
Where is he
program
now?
culminated in the creation
I'll
of
be
the
back
forerunner of
myself.
spaceships to come, the
Why don't you
V-2.
Me, I'm hot.
I'm not made of asbestos. I can feel it from here. I just think you should call him. If he's not interested.
What the hell is going on with you? It's just not like you to turn down a good screw.
I figured out my own stuff.
Uh-huh.
Holly. What's it?
Hello? Oh, hi, Holly. No, I'm just a little bushed. It's been a tiring day.
Oh? Still
Even
mad?
though there were a few mishaps,
I'm not
V-2
angry.
emerged at the end of the Second World War as
course
the
I
most
wanna-
successful rocket yet devised by man. 75 of these captured V-2s
don't
were brought to our
understand.
rocket proving ground
Not
in
like
White Sands, New Mexico in 1945.
I get uneasy when guys like you start behaving decently.
Here, exhaustive
No,
studies
I'm-
and test firings were made to aid us in mapping our own newly created rocket program. It wasn't long before the sands of New Mexico shook to the
Nick
roaring blast
now
of the
decided to
Viking,
cover his bets.
Corporal, the Aero Bee, and
Just
other
in case
American rockets.
Holly didn't show up again, he hired a pair of two-bit hookers to go to the hotel and fall Mark. But the best laid plans often get mislaid. Do you know Robert Burns?
No. Did he come here?
Not a lot.
How you doing, Ma?
Hi, Nick. How's Tim?
Oh, forget it.
This is Sandy, the girl from you guys.
Let's take a look at you.
She'll be
Dynamite!
She's a dancer and everything.
You think you can act like a gentleman?
Well, yeah, sure. I've done that kind of thing before. You know, I had to do a lot of that stuff before. I was working in this massage parlor, and guys would come in. They wanted me to be different kinds of girls, you know. One guy wanted me to be a school teacher. This other guy wanted me to be a governess. And I even had to be a nun.
All right. Now listen what I want you to do.
Have you seen a
I want you to
unicorn?
get over to Cumberland Hotel on 68th Street. There's a guy called Mom Jager.
Have you seen a unicorn?
See the manager. I'll give you the uniforms, show you the room, tell you what to do. Okay?
Hey!
Big and straight.
What's wrong? Do something. Fix it.
Go to the camera inside.
Have you seen a
room is empty.
unicorn?
Go on over and see what's happening.
mind if we tidy up downstairs?
Would you come back in 15 minutes or so?
Oh, please, sir. Come on, it's our last room. Give us a break.
It'll just take a minute.
Hurry it up, will you?
Hey, Sandy! What? This is the girl from the movie. It looks just like her. Look at her. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, God. Oh, well, that was so funny.
What's so funny?
Oh, well. Go ahead, tell me. Well, this X-rated movie I saw, it was about this big orgy, food orgy. I told her all about it. They had this cater crew bringing all this bananas. Tell them about the bananas. No, I can't tell them. Well, they had this one part where they put, these two girls, one of the girls put a banana in the other, they were girls. And then the other girl peels the banana and eats it out, It was so funny. I don't know, and they had this one part where they...
unicorn?
Aren't you interested in sex?
Answer me!
This is magical color forming. Best to stick on, lift to move. Make thousands of pictures without scissors, paste, or paint. Color forms in brilliant color is an LP sure to give you hours of fun. Want to feel the magic? Sure. Remember, the magic book, color form.
Flowers and everything. Get undone in the back that looks at you.
In the summer, when the sun is warm, the color form. The color form. Magic craft the color form.
Getting your claws into Mr. Right.
In addition to healthy outdoor activities, the felines are treated to television cartoons, great cat literature, and private music lessons.
Attracted to each. You may be surprised at the results of the quiz. Okay, then you just do what Mommy does. Very good, very good. You want to sing along?
Tumble out like magic. But the color form is an easy color. A color.
The retirement home holds a special attraction for cat fanatics, and visitors are always welcome. Those staying for dinner, however, should be prepared for a most unusual dining experience. The millionaire cats, of course, always come first, and they are permitted to roam freely across the dinner table. And if anyone plans to eat anything, they'd better eat fast.
For America under a new administration. Watch this.
Millions of Americans love talk show personality Glenn Beck. His quick wit and candid opinions have made him a hit on the radio, and his popular CNN TV show moves to Fox News in January. Now, just in time for the holidays, Glenn Beck shares a story about the greatest gift in life, one that can't be bought no matter how much money you have.
This is
This Christmas,
the
#1 New
Cathedral of
York
St.
Times
John the
best-selling
Divine,
author
the
Glenn
world's
Beck
largest
presents a new
Gothic
holiday
structure,
classic
and
about
the
family,
scene, once a
faith,
year,
and
of a
most of
unique
all,
celebration.
forgiveness. The Christmas Sweater in bookstores everywhere. right now.
It's so good to have you with us. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Good to see you.
I've seen you in that conservative talk show, and I can't visualize you as a hip rock and roll DJ, but you were.
Yeah, you didn't know me back in the old days. Yeah.
On the Feast of St. Francis,
just a totally
the
different guy
cathedral
back
doors
then.
are open
Were you
wide
a screaming
to
rocker?
animals
I mean,
of
you.
all
Yeah, I
kinds.
was a hard living, hard drinking. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I did drugs most of my life. I was in the 90s. I hit bottom. I lost my family and
As
suicidal.
thousands of parishioners
doctor gave me
watch,
6 months
the
to
bishop
live,
leads a
and
modern-day Noah's
turned my
Ark
life
of the
around.
animal kingdom
You don't mean it.
into the cathedral.
Yeah.
You all those things.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. And in 2000, I dedicated my life to the Lord, and He has been great to me. He has been so profoundly good.
Well, what a transformation.
Oh, yeah.
That's a miracle of God's grace. That's marvelous.
Thank you, sir.
This book, by the way, you wrote called Christmas Sweater. I frankly confess I haven't finished it, but you are such a talented writer. It's a moving story.
I can't wait for you to read, especially the end and the
In a
last chapter
magnificent
is called
service
How
honoring
It
St.
Begins,
Francis of
and it's,
Assisi, the patron
it's,
saint of all animals, the elephant, the
just
camel,
how
the
at
llama,
the
the
end of
snake,
things,
all creatures
if
great
you-
and small,
if you really
gather at the
understand the real
altar
gift
to
of
be
Christmas,
greeted
if
and
you
blessed
understand
by
that
the
it's
bishop.
all about the atonement. Now everything begins, and I can't wait for you to read that book.
Well, I'm going to look forward to it. It's fascinating. It's a marvelous story. From the very get-go.
This is more than just a
autobiographical or just partly so?
No,
it's a giant
it is
smile.
pretty darn close. It's probably about 90%.
He grabbed me when I was
Son of a
with Jamie
baker?
Mark.
Oh, yes.
Were you
yes.
really?
Yeah. And just outside of
When I woke
Seattle,
up, he was
a little
dressing
town
me
called
like
Mount Vernon,
this.
Washington.
Yeah.
My dad was a baker.
do anything
and,
to you?
just
No,
amazing
nothing
man,
like that. I was so
and,
scared, I just
that last
froze.
Did he
Christmas
tell
was
you
my
why he
last
brought
year
you
in the
here?
sweater, and
No, he doesn't talk. Did you get Jamie and Mark too?
No, them stupid bikers got him.
You mean the guys from the gas station?
Yeah, they dropped in on us for some fun and games.
That ugly one damn near killed me. If it wasn't for Wendy and that monster. Monster?
Yeah, it was this huge sea monster out the lake. I think it killed a biker. No, we gotta get out of here.
These chains are really strong. I've been trying to do this for hours, you guys.
Deepwater Lake.
This film, for the first time ever, exposes the murderous and, in some cases, downright satanic activities of the monarchy. Let it begin. For the crowned killers of Europe, torture, disemboweling, hanging, burning, strangling, poisoning, and killing in the most satanic manner is the order of the day. This is the modus operandi of royal families. For centuries, the royal elite have devised terrible punishments for anyone accused of treason.
One's mind.
The monarchy reserved the most
Another aspect of
disgusting forms
meditation
of torture and
is
death
that if
for those
one
who
meditates
questioned
in a certain
the
way,
royal
one
will.
can become aware of all there
A
is to know
so-called
about a
traitor
certain thing.
would often have each arm and leg tied to four
Look at a
horses,
flower.
which were whipped to gallop in
Take it in
opposite
your hand,
directions,
meditate upon
thus
it.
ripping the victim into
Look
four
at the
parts.
flower. Look at the
whilst
petals.
still
Look at the
alive.
inner part of the flower. See how it
Often,
attaches to
the royal
stem.
elite would divide
See
the
further.
victim's heart
Let
into
the matter
sections
regress.
and send these for public display to different parts of the country as a macabre warning.
See the stem and the main
The
stem
British
go
throne
down and see
has
the
been
roots.
bathed in blood
See the
for
tendrils
centuries.
stretching out into the
At
earth.
one time,
sucking
Britain
nourishment from
contained
the soil.
several small kingdoms.
Go
These
further.
small kingdoms, ruled
can see
over
the
by an
seed.
intermarried,
The seed which
self-elected
formed that
elite,
plant.
were gradually
Further
amalgamated
back.
into the single monarchy
see
which
the
rules
seed
over
which
Wales,
formed the plant.
Scotland, Northern Ireland, England, Canada,
can meditate
Australia, New Zealand, and secretly
visualize the
controls
parent plant
the United States
and the
of America.
grandparent plant. But be sure
As
and do
each
not
decade
confuse
dawned,
meditation
the most ruthless, cunning, and
concentration.
murderous monarchs assassinated the regional
Because
kings
in
and seized
meditation,
their property.
one does not concentrate.
Over history, the most
Perhaps
heartless,
at this
cruel,
stage,
disgusting, dishonest, and psychopathic
clarify
royal
matters.
family would triumph,
I say,
eventually establishing a global
meditate upon
empire
this.
where ordinary
Meditate
people are crippled
upon
with
that.
taxes demanded by a monarchy living on the other side
and you
of
could
the planet.
answer quite reasonably.
The so-called
But how
British
can I
Empire,
meditate?
which at
Using
one
the word
time
meditate
included Hong
doesn't
Kong
explain
and
how to go about a
India,
thing.
was created by
All
blade
right, let's see
and
what we can do
bullet.
together, shall we? Look at this rose. It is in flower. Look at the petals.
The so-called royal family
Examine
which
it carefully.
triumphed is
Do you see what
basically
appears to be
German.
veins? What
They are
appears to be
seated on
arteries
almost
even?
every throne
The little
in Europe.
capillary tubes which
They
take
are
the
the
nourishment
Saxe,
to the furthest
Coburg,
part
Gotha,
of each and every
Battenberg
petal, each and every
bloodline,
branch.
which often intermarries
look
with the
deeper.
Hesse-Kassel
Let your
German nobility
conscious
and
awareness
claim Jewish
subside.
descent from the royal house of David
Let your
in ancient
subconscious
Israel.
awareness arise. And then your inner vision will perceive a cellulose network. You will perceive the structure of the leaf as being of the finest of Flemish lace, delicate, intricate, with its threads forming a network.
My dad, an alcoholic.
The skeleton of
And
a
he
pet.
died, and he leaves my mother with no money.
And
two
in
little
those
boys.
little cages, within the framework
And my mother wants me to
which
take
is
over.
composed of the cellulose skeleton
12-year-old
of the
kid.
leaf, the petal or the branch,
But she didn't love me. Little baby Frank. Got all the attention. I knocked myself out to get just a little approval from her, but all I ever got was just criticism. I'm like my dad, I'm undependable. I'm not good for anything. And I know it. I hated her. And when she died, I wasn't glad. Or I thought I was, anyway. But I see now that I got to feel that sick inside, you know. And I start drinking more and more, and now because I've got inadequacy and I got guilt.
When they are gone, Earth will be lifeless, and as incapable of sustaining life as the barren moon itself. Here in our underground domain, we are the descendants of a small group of far-thinking scientists and their families. We are the last normal human beings on Earth.
How do you plan to survive on an Earth that is dead?
We don't. There is a creeping death all around us, and we cannot stay.
Where can you go?
To another world.
Mars?
No. No other planet in our solar system can support human life.
Then where?
We must go to the stars. To another planetary system, where Earth-like worlds have been detected. The system of Alpha Centauri.
25,000 billion miles? Such a journey would take generations.
Yes, Let me show you something. I think it may interest you.
How could I explain when I myself couldn't understand it? To dream about a woman night after night, a woman I'd never met, never seen before. And with each dream, she became more real, more alive, until it seemed that if my hand reached out, I could have touched her. Some will, stronger than my own, brought me here. Nothing was familiar to me. I'd never been here before, and yet I wasn't lost. An unknown force was guiding my steps, leading me to this courtyard. There was something here that was drawing me close like a magnet.
Be involved.
I could feel it pulling me closer, closer.
You're not going to be.
He's become an obsession. He's polluting my mind, my body, everything.
It has no idea what Tolstoy is. Or
How can you understand?
You can't
You come from another
discuss
planet.
the difference between Manet and Picasso. That just doesn't exist for their world.
Oh, Eddie, I'm sorry.
It's a simpler, very
You're mine,
plain
all
world.
mine, and very special, too.
For those few moments, you kind of can get disconnected.
Yes? Put her through. I wasn't expecting you, darling. Where are you?
It's a very intense, wonderful kind of feeling.
I'm in the phone booth
I
downstairs.
don't think anything really can kind of compare to it. There's no pain. At no time, in any way, shape, or form, is anybody forced, coerced, drugs, ropes, whatever. There's no
Yes, I see you.
bondage or anything like that involved in any of this.
Beautiful.
Because these are...
But enough of this
these are
game.
your friends.
It's useless. You can't get away from me. Come home.
Yes, I know. You were right. Wherever I go, I take you with me.
But we'll see none of that here tonight.
I have only one way
For
out.
after all, these people are civilized.
I have to exorcise you.
The ceremony begins with the lighting of the sacred fire, symbol of Dambala's passion. An important part of the sacrament is rum and ganja, the latter being none other than simple marijuana. Voodoo came to these islands over 200 years ago. The raids on the African slave coast began about 1742, and thousands of these believers were sold into the West Indies and
Of course, the place is overgrown with weeds, but that's been taken into account in the rental. If you and your wife like gardening, you could have the place looking better in no time at all.
My wife doesn't like the daylight hours.
Oh?
Rather, I should say daylight doesn't agree with her.
I see.
She has trouble with the pigmentation of her skin. Direct sunlight would be poison for her. As a matter of fact, more than 5 minutes of sunlight could possibly kill her. So you see, she will be doing very little gardening, I'm afraid. Nor shall I, for that matter, since my experiments occupy most of my daylight hours. Did you bring the papers with you?
Yes.
How long have you and your wife been here? Good day, Mr. Markham. Don't you want me to show you the rest of the rooms? I'd be more than happy to. Our business is completed. Good day. Perhaps you and your wife would like to share supper. My wife and I do not go out. Ah, by the by. Haven't you forgotten something? I don't think so, no. Oh, check for the first month's rent. How foolish of me. I don't know what I was thinking of. Oh, the check is for 3 months' rent. please do not come here when the rent is due again. I shall send it to you before it is due. Once more, good day, Mr. Markham. Wonderful. And if you need any... Mr. Markham, please go. I have a great deal of work to do, and you're wasting my valuable time. I feel very tired from a long journey and extremely inhospitable. Good day.
Now I take this from you. Hold on one moment. Oh, excuse the mess up here. It is very numb. You rude bastard. Put them under my feet.
Orlando! Orlando! Mary, where are you? We're here. Bring her in. Bring her in. Bring her in.
If you can take this out.
Come on here and help us. Come on.
Just lift the ashtray, please.
Carrie, give me my hypodermic. Solutions in the brown bag. Orlando, give me a bag. Get out of here. Hurry up. Fools to wait so long. He's going to give her a shot on the train.
Oh, Benny.
It was impossible at that time. You know we couldn't.
They wouldn't let us in the baggage compartment to get your bag.
How did it end up there in the first place? I told you to always keep my medical bag with us at all times.
I gave it to Collage to put in our compartment. She must have made a mistake and put it in with the other luggage.
You should know better than to let Carlotta handle anything as important as that.
Don't blame Orlando. It's my fault if Carlotta made a mistake. I thought she could handle it.
You should know better than that. Carlotta's an idiot. You should have known better.
Oh, damn!
What's the matter?
The syringe is broken.
Gelatinous tissue. This
Give me a
tell me
knife.
what it's made of. Look at this. This is extraordinary. Barbara, look at this.
Cal, what's it doing?
Divide.
When are you to see him?
Tomorrow.
Reproduce.
Does he know you're coming?
No.
Barbara, this stuff
You
is
mean you haven't
almost
told
pure
me?
protein.
I don't trust
What we're
Carl.
seeing is a breakdown of a complex, sophisticated creature, a human being, into a simple, elementary organism whose sole function is to grow.
I went upstairs and stripped all my
reproduce.
clothes off.
Jimmy's
I knew
tissue
if I did not,
has been going through
I
a
would
radical
get her blood on
metamorphosis.
there. When
Like
all
every
was
human
ready,
being,
I
he's made
went
up
to
of
the window
millions
and
of specialized cells.
Then I
Cells
hid
with
in
a
the
unique
closet
function.
until she was in the room.
A cell from an eye is very
She saw
different from
me
a cell
all
from a
naked,
toe,
she
right?
began to cry
Of course.
and tried to run downstairs.
Ever since his
I
attack,
grabbed her and she said she would tell her
all
mama.
his specialized cells
First I
have been
stripped her naked. How she did
till all the
bite
differences
and
have been
scratch.
erased.
I choked her to death.
Until every cell
and
is
cut her in
identical.
small pieces so I could take
Until
my
there
meat
is
to
no
my
difference
rooms,
between his eye
cook
and his toe.
eat it. How
Until we
sweet
have
and tender her little ass was roasted in the
Why?
oven. It took me 9 days to eat her entire body.
That's that
I did
pathetic,
not
unformed,
fuck her.
malignant issue of
Oh,
our
I
own
could have had I
stupidity.
wished. She died
Ask
a
it why.
virgin.
That gave me plenty of time to cut the body up into small enough pieces to bury in my mother's garden. The hardest part was scrubbing the stain out of the bathtub and let the yellow ring halfway around the rim. My parents
Listen, we gotta stop fucking around and get to the bottom of things, you know? Personal stories aren't enough. You gotta keep digging. Digging to get to the source.
Roy was complaining that we haven't done anything fun.
It's so funny.
Kid's a lord ass. Next one's on me. Oh, Jesus.
Listen, we gotta
Look
get
at
another
this kid's
show on.
eyes. He's
We
flipping
gotta
out.
get a rent-
Could be as a peach orchard boy. Think we ought to take his cuffs off?
Oh,
shit, no. Brett wants them off. Let him take them off. I'll get his legs. You get his mouth.
Stay on your toes.
Yeah.
When he gets loose, he's gonna ricochet around here like a tennis ball.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Welcome home, Peckerwood.
Here's Daddy.
And if you weaken me,
Number one.
Man of the best cook.
Oh, sure. Well, I'm glad you could do
Yes.
something right.
Let me out of here! Let me out of here! Let me out of here, you cowards! You cowards! Let me out of here! Let me out! 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 Let me out!
Come on, that's what we're doing. I
know it sounds
we'll get
bad.
there, don't worry.
Si on parlait du viol, she said we should talk about rape. On en parle beaucoup en France. Rape is very, in France they talk about it a lot. I think that's a good thing. Have you ever been raped? Non, moi jamais. Has anyone here been raped? No. How are we going to talk about it then? It hasn't happened to anybody. got an imagination? Well, I think, nothing interesting is going to happen until we do something. We've talked too long. We could talk forever. Have any suggestions?
How can you do this to me?
We should experience rape in some way. You mean we should be raped?
Your father
Or
and I
rape
are only
someone?
doing this because we
It
love
doesn't
you.
matter where we're seeing it from. The important thing is to get the experience.
Love me.
You mean like rape a guy? Sure, why not?
You don't even know what love is! Most of the world is suffering, and you spend all your time kissing the asses of rich
The only
clients.
person of the male
Love me!
What do you think about rape?
You live for greed!
I don't believe in rape.
Both of you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Both of you are dead.
What's the matter? Don't you think women are worth talking to?
And
I don't know.
I hate you.
I don't know if I think we ought to do a whole show on
I hate
I don't think women
you!
should aspire to that kind of violence. Aspiring has nothing to do with it. Women are violent. Why do we always have to show women as victims or helpless and try to
Look
whitewash
at
the fact that
you.
we're just as capable of violence as men are?
You're pathetic! You're weak!
Warm.
You don't have the strength of God in you! You believe in nothing! And you're trying to take away my faith! God will see you dead.
Okay, kid, you said your piece. Will you leave this alone now, please? Would you please?
No, don't leave me alone with this man. He's gonna torture me. He's gonna put chicken bones down my throat.
Jerry, please. It's gonna
Would you please?
Mom?
Jerry, please. No. No.
Lock it.
If I have to stay in this room
6 years.
I'm not leaving.
Talk a good game. Let's see your action.
Joshua.
I don't want to do anything that's psychologically damaging or something.
And
Come on, let's start out to fix the faggot.
I understand.
You're stuck on this idea.
Joshua
Hurry.
is dead.
He'll wake up and beat the shit out of us. Think he'd hesitate if you were in your place?
Not till Joshua is dead. And Danny is totally reborn. You understand? Not till Joshua is dead. You understand? Not till Joshua is dead.
Discrimination. You miss life's only purpose.
Do you understand?
Joshua.
Not till Joshua is dead.
I love you, Joshua.
Because you like it, and that's why.
I love you, Joshua.
Do you understand?
I love you, Joshua.
Not till Joshua is dead.
I love you, Joshua.
God, we're all sitting here waiting. God,
I love you, Joshua.
Jesus.
Do you understand? Not till Joshua is dead on the floor and Danny is reborn. Do you understand?
If he wakes up and hits me,
Do you understand?
it'll be Susan now.
You're dead, and Danny is totally reborn. Not till Joshua is dead, and Danny is totally reborn. Do you understand?
How they would love to destroy us. But they can't. Because we know the secret. The end of duality. The penetration of the infinite.
Danny, are you in there, Danny? Danny!
What is God but an end to duality?
Why do you think the world fears us? Because they know how strong we are.
Be strong. Feed yourself. Love.
You're happy.
Don't falter.
Lafayette.
Don't waver for me.
It is possible.
For me. Don't
no
fail.
This is not a race.
And please, don't die.
People fill their life with material, and they're not happy.
Huh?
You need to
He's
get
in very
to know
deep.
Jesus Christ today.
I never think it's
If you're not saved, you better get to know him because he's coming soon, and you're going to be left behind in the tribulation. The Antichrist is going to be coming, and you're going to be left on earth with the devil. The Bible says the Holy Spirit will be taken off earth.
DJ, I have to see
His
him.
children will be taken out in the rapture of the church. He'll leave you here for 7 years.
I'll be waiting in hell for you.
Harry,
I'm coming. This whole fucking town is going to die. We're coming back, you bastards.
Years. I mean, come on. We're destroying the water. All the rich guys that own the factories today, and the guys in the White House, they're just puppets for the rich. That's all they are. I mean, the guys that own the factories have been polluting the environment, and the rich guys in the White House and the Senate, they're not doing nothing to tax the rich. The poor keep getting poorer, the rich keep getting richer. It's the opposite of what God wants. Don't expect God to be in the White House. It's full of evil men. Evil men. And there's a lot of you saying, oh, you got a big mouth. But you know there's no way you can say to me I got a big mouth. Everything I got to say comes out of this book, whether you like it or not. And you're gonna have to stand before this book someday, buddy. And lady. And rich person. You can't take your money with you. You came into this world naked, and you'll leave naked. It's only what you do for Christ today is gonna last. It's only what you do for him is gonna last. Only what you do for him is gonna last.
Last night you should have heard me weep. I dream I saw a dwarf sleep. Who dream he saw a girl in danger. Who dream she met a handsome stranger. Or was it a dream?
You tell me.
No. Not fair. Bobo is not smart. Pity. Poor Bobo who does not sleep. Who does not have a brain like everyone. Beware of evil who struck in the shadow of the dream.
Bobo.
Beware of the mystery of the carnival who shall remain nameless.
Bobo.
Against you, Satan, in Jesus' name, and we curse you and we bring you down. You get your hands off the children of God.
Make them
You
go
get
away.
your hands off Jonathan Bell Ministries.
What are you talking about?
He's just there.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing. There was a dwarf there. He was pointing a gun at me. He was going to shoot me. But don't you believe me? I tell you, there was a dwarf there.
Why don't you go back to the trailer and lie down?
So take into consideration other things, please. Write me with your prayer request. I love the place.
Here I am, Danny. Where's Stubby? Well, he and Axel ate a bunch of Sekino and took off about an hour ago. Where to? I know where. I know where it is. I know where it is. I don't know. I can't remember. I wanted Goose dead, but he's still alive. We ain't gonna hit him.
Yeah, that's where Stubby went. We have to go check out where Goose is going to make this deal so he can hit him tomorrow afternoon.
I bet you don't believe I have.
Yeah, that's where he went. That's where we're going to hit him tomorrow afternoon when they're doing the deal. I promise.
He used to be my own old friend.
Bone Crusher, do you know your solar
Mama
plexus?
just wouldn't have it.
Yeah.
She wanted me to believe he was just a doll.
It's too late. You and Stub fucked up. He took Goose back into the Ravens. We can't touch him now. Sorry. I'm sorry. Stand up. It's not bad as it sounds. Goose Stub busted. Busted bitch. It's gonna get the wind out of it. Goose is just
He's got everything here.
He's not running the Ravens.
Captain wants you to have it.
And keep believes. Bone Crusher.
But you remember what
Just
happened
brought
to my
Goose back into the Ravens to help. Second national Pentecost.
She's pretty
More men.
She's so young.
And after.
God, she was young.
After the heist. Goose goes down. Along with the rest of the fucking Ravens.
God wants it that way.
Because
I tried to keep her
remember the moment she died.
Good.
Christy, Goose's girl.
Today,
Remember the moment she looked in her eyes,
I think
her
that's
pupils
impossible.
when she died. I wasn't looking at her eyes. Stubby had her face, I had her stomach. They looked like snakes.
It's bad.
Snakes.
It's evil.
Snakes.
Full of evil. But you see, if you get rid of the evil,
Snakes
then
coming
what's
out.
left is good.
Come on out. Come on out.
Life
Snakes.
is so simple.
Snakes
I
coming
mean, it
out.
really should be simple. Life, I mean. But we mess it up, don't we? You take that woman. Poor, sick woman. Miss Andrews. She drunk. Oh, filthy. Dirty. So dirty. But God knows, I'm humane. I'm compassionate. I did it very quickly. As quickly as I could, because I never want to cause suffering. You know, like on the farm when you take care of an old dog or an old horse. No suffering. That woman that lived downstairs from you. I stood and I watched her. She didn't see me. Oh no, she didn't see me. But I watched her. And she did terrible things to her own body. I mean, unnatural things. Unnatural. It's also ugly. An ugly world. Want you to eat your lollipop? I'm sorry, baby. Here. There. I'll take these off, too. My little Kathy. I'm sorry, baby. I am so sorry. It's better. Now, you better not eat your lollipop now. I want you to eat your lunch.
Stop it! Stop it, Father! Stop ringing the bell!
Your favorite sandwich.
All to plunge into the inferno? Don't you have even an ounce?
Don't cry. Please don't cry. Drink some milk. Just a swallow. Oh, no. You never liked milk. I'll be climbing Jacob's ladder. I'll be climbing. I shouldn't have told you about that. But that never will happen to you. Never.
Help me! Take her away.
And you know, the others, they were all committing unnatural acts with each other. Oh, I know. It's because they were never taught what was right when they were little.
Oh Lord, omnipotent.
Nobody to teach him.
Pardon us all
When he grew up, it was too late. They were too old to learn.
That's like wandering sheep in the
The
dark.
Bible says, if one of thy members offend thee, cut it off.
All of our intelligence and all our knowledge and cunning, force.
So I cut him.
All that has passed by.
I did it.
War
And then
shall remain.
I cut all the evil out.
Amen.
It was gone. And there was nothing but good left. I mean, that's when I saw you again. And it has been good, hasn't it? Huh? I mean, everything and everybody's been so nice to me again. The police were nice this morning. Oh, the police are nice every time they talk to me now. I didn't say it, but they know that I've been sad. I have been sad.
The lesson for today is in chapter 8 of the Gospel according to St. Luke, which begins, And when Jesus went forth to land, he met a man there who was of the city, which the devil had possessed in ages long ago. He wore no clothes and had no home, nor abode in any house, who took refuge behind the tombstone.
Daddy.
When he saw Jesus, he cried out and fell down before him
Daddy,
and said,
my wrist hurt.
What have I to do with thee, Jesus?
Oh,
Thou
yes, I
Son of
know.
God on the highest,
Put 'em
I
together
beseech
again.
thee, torment me
Oh,
not.
no, Daddy, don't do that. Please don't do that.
Torment
Daddy.
me not.
I must.
Torment me not.
I must.
He had commanded unclean
I
spirits
know what you've been through, my girl, my little girl. I'm doing the best I can.
For oftentimes it had seized and snared the man with chains and in fetters, and he brake the bonds thereof, except he was not free again, but was driven by the devil to a barren desert land, and there bound. And Jesus asked him, saying, What is thy name? And he said, Jesus, because many devils were entered into him, and they besought him that he would not command them to go out into the deep.
This hurts worse.
Genetically modified foods were first put on the market in the early 1990s.
Over there,
Typically,
there.
genetically modified foods were transgenic plants, products such as soybean, corn, canola, and cottonseed oil.
What's it like? What's it like where you are?
In order to get a general opinion of
that's all-
genetically modified products,
Well, it's
we
all
interviewed
purple.
many shoppers.
Like a lollipop.
and you never get to see God.
Do you know what genetically modified
And
foods
it's like
are?
you're flying around.
Anything called for steroids. Steroids?
You know what everybody else is thinking.
Okay, the genetically modified foods
they want to know
are those foods who are being altered, not following the natural way of either growing or harvesting.
And you can't tell them anything.
Sort of.
Because they
don't
can't
read very
hear
much
you.
about a really complete explanation about them, but they do something in order to make them stronger, get more product out of it, make it less resistant to pests. Is all I've heard about it.
I try not to buy them.
Do you pay attention to whether the food you buy is genetically modified?
Not so much as the antibiotic stuff. As far as animals, I don't think I've seen that
See labels.
Oh no, Buster, I don't go in for none of this freaky stuff.
What do you mean, freaky? I paid my money downstairs. Where's your pussy? It won't hurt.
This is what it might look like.
No, all right.
Genetically modified.
Mother told me there'd be days like this. Okay, John Glenn. Prepare for blast off.
Pay attention to the foods and the labeling.
But you just kind of got to know what you're looking for.
You've got to be kidding. I hope you don't need glasses. It'd be painful as hell.
Long-term things. And
I don't believe this. Oh, no, down here.
Where's your pussy? It won't hurt.
Do you know a fish by the name of Abalone?
Where's that hole? Oh, boy. Boy, what a piece of ass. Finger licking good.
They're given the genetic ability to produce DDT, a toxin found in soil bacteria that kills certain insects. They can also be produced to be herbicide resistant. This means farmers can spray to kill weeds without affecting
Finger
crops.
licking good.
GM varieties of pest-protected and herbicide-tolerant crops have resulted in reductions in chemical use, boosted yields, and saved growers tens of millions of dollars. The future for GM crops is full of potential. Cold-tolerant and drought-resistant crops could ensure seasonal harvests. Additional vitamins and minerals could boost nutritional values. GM crops could improve economic, health, and social benefits for populations dependent